Tekmate, my fellow Gators. Welcome to this special video in which I would like to introduce to you this very special project that I did for Prussia Research way back, and which I finally managed to actually print out, because now I have my own showroom, and that means that I have a place even for very big models, which this one certainly is, because this just the pyramid itself is 60 by 60 centimeters, yeah, and with the throne room it has roughly 1 meter length. Okay, so what exactly is this? So yeah, this is basically my own Stargate diorama, and it represents basically the hybrid between the goauld tech showed in the movie and in the series. It is not a Cheops class pyramid ship as seen in the movie used by Ra. No, it's just a goauld palace shaped like a pyramid with the throne room. I personally call it Summer House of Apophis. Yeah, so as you can see, it is Apophysis pyramid. Apophysis. This is Pyramid of Apophis, let's call it like that. You can also see quite a lot of snakes here. And basically what we have here is the main pyramid, which has its own hangar bay with two gliders. It also has Apophis private room with a balcony, and it has a platform with Stargate and the ring platform, and then it has the whole throne room, uh, and above it we have a roof which has two obelisks and a landing platform for a Teltag ship, yeah, the cargo ship. The two pieces, the pyramid and the throne rooms, are separable. Yeah, they can be detached for easier manipulation and transportation. And yeah, um, also because this is quite a big thing, you can see that here we have this opening and this groove, and we have the same thing here, and we have the same thing here. That's because I assume that if you would be willing to print it, you would also like it to be lit up. So basically those are openings for the LED lights. And basically there is cable management throughout the everything, and it goes out through this shaft and out of the pyramid. I personally don't really like electricity or working with it, so I didn't do any LED lights using some cables, but I simply bought a few LED spotlights, which could be simply um, uh, attached to something using magnets and some glue for the magnets, and the lights themselves are magnetically connected, and they don't need any cables or stuff like that. They can be recharged using USB. So I did it this approach, but if you would like to have a classical one, there is certainly possibility for it. Okay, so that was the introduction, and now because the main purpose of this video will be the assembly guide. So now I guess we can go straight to the assembly process. Uh, if you take a look at the files or at the files which are uploaded into printables, they are divided into several subsections or subfolders. And basically it starts with the bottom segment of the pyramid, middle segment, hangar, upper segment, chamber, top segment, and so on and so forth. Um, and this is exactly what we will take a look now, because that's basically the whole process of this build, is to build it from those sections and then put them together. Bear in mind, before we start, that most of the things that you see here don't require any painting. Yeah, that could be almost all the things could be printed in color. Sure, there are some exceptions. Like for example here, this piece, if you print it with the gold, then obviously you will have to paint the doors. Uh, Then, of course, for me, yeah, Stargate, I had to paint all the chevrons and here the activation button for the DHD. When it comes to the gliders, yeah, I painted the black on the cockpit. And yeah, where unfortunately you have to paint are the obelisks and the columns. Yeah, then, unless you, of course, have MMU. Yeah, and here, of course, in the back wall, yeah, those silver parts that had to be painted on my end. Yeah, but that's basically it, and everything else is printed straight in that color. Okay, so now, without further ado, let's start. And we will start with the actual throne room. Yeah, so I will open it. So here we have the first piece, and as you can see, it has the set of those holes, those keys, and the chamfer. And the idea is that all the adjacent part will simply lock into place with it. So, um, yeah, here I have the second piece, and as you can see, it has basically corresponding shape, so you cannot really mismatch it. You cannot really put a wrong wrong piece to any other wrong piece. Um, yeah, so here we put the two together, and now yeah, we will put this together, and because we have the shape like this, then we will put this piece. And the floor of the throne room is done. Also, if you are not really sure, then just use those grooves, those curves, as a reference, yeah, and they simply have to align properly. Okay, so yeah, now we have the floor. Now we have to deal with the back wall. Yeah, so once again, here we have the locks and the chamfer. Yeah, so we start with the middle part, yeah, which looks like this, and then this piece. Yeah, yeah. So it looks like this. And last but not least, the sides. Yeah. So first this piece, yeah, because it has a chamfer like that, and then this piece. Yeah, and everything is in place. The main build is done, then we will insert the throne, we will insert all 4 columns, and we will insert all those braziers. The braziers are basically meant to be simply inserted into that hole, and most of the time that actually works, but I have to admit that not every time. It depends on how it's printed out. Sometimes it's easier to simply put a little bit of glue here and simply put the brazier in. It's safer. You will not lose the brazier. Okay, and now basically the throne room is done, and we can focus on the roof. The roof looks like this. And once again, the approach is exactly the same. meaning that we have basically a piece which has keys and chamfer, and we simply put all of them together. Yeah, so let's start with this one. Yeah, here we will attach this one. And this one. Yeah, and yeah, so this one, this one, and finally the last two. Yeah. Once again, you cannot really mismatch it. Yeah, they cannot be assembled in the wrong order. And once again, you can use the grooves as a guidance. Yeah, so now we have this. Once again, we have 4 places for the braziers, so we will put them there. And here we have 2 holes for the obelisks. Okay. And last but not least, here in those 2 openings we can place the logos. Yeah, I have here my empty logo and the printables logo. And that's the roof done. Yeah, we have here those specs, and that's actually for the later part, which is the wall. Yeah, so now basically we have this. Now we will add a wall, which is here. Yeah, and the wall is very straightforward. Basically, it consists of this piece, then this piece, which is simply clicked together with these locks, and the two last pieces. Yeah, and the entire thing has the corresponding holes for the pegs that we just saw, and will be attached to them. And of course, then we can attach the staff cannons. Yeah, so yeah, as you can see, yeah, corresponding holes to the pegs that we saw earlier. And that's the throne room entirely done. Yeah, the Teltag for now will be skipped. Okay, and now we can take a look at the pyramid. So, as I said, it's divided into several segments, so we will start with them. And this is the bottom segment. As you can see, it is once again divided into pieces which slide together one to each other. And here we also have some markings, and that serves also as a guidance. So yeah, let's just have a look. So yeah, I start with this piece, and as you can see, on each side it has a marking, 1A, 1B, and that's for you to know with which part to connect it. Yeah, because now if I take this one, you can see that here I have 1B. If I take this one, here it says 1B. So you always put the same marking together. Yeah, and simply slide them. It has the same mechanism as we've seen in the throne room um, and the roof. So basically you will all slide it so that it connects together. You don't need any glue, you don't need any pegs, you don't need nothing. You will simply slide the pieces together. Yeah, and we continue. Once again, here I have 1D, here I have 1D, and I have this piece. And we'll go like that the entire time. Yeah, for example, here we have this piece, and this one is divided because it also has the platform, So the platform is separated as a separate piece, uh, and it has also the holes for the braziers. Now, basically the entire bottom segment, or all the pieces of the bottom segment should be printed like this, yeah, in order for everything to be nice. That unfortunately means that for the pieces, yeah, I will now basically show all of them. Yeah, that unfortunately means that for all those pieces which have this opening for the hangar, they have to be supported. Yeah, unfortunately, but basically everything has to be printed like this. Yeah, with the exception, of course, of the platform. And when we are done with that, also here we add the two braziers. And the bottom segment is done. And as you can see, it has holes for 20mm specs. Yeah, that's because it is printed like this. We cannot really have the pegs as part of the print, so these are the only pegs that you will need for the pyramid itself. But that is in the other segment, which is here. And the approach is exactly the same as before. Yeah. So here on the bottom you have the corresponding nodes with the bottom segment, so you every time know how to assemble it. And also because here we have the pegs, they fit with only one way, so you cannot really screw it. Okay, so once again we start with the first piece, then we will put the adjacent one, and basically all the other ones. Yeah, they cannot really be misplaced once again. Yeah, so I will simply put all of them. Yeah, and when we have them, then we will insert the pins, and then we will basically put the two segments together, and we will have this. Okay, and when we have this, here to this cavity we will insert the hangar. Um, a hangar actually is rather simple. So we start with this wall and then this wall, and the two goes together. Then here to those three pegs we will insert this piece, which also helps to keep the two halves together. Then inside those two cavities we will insert the grabbers, sorry, for the gliders. Then here we have the openings for the braziers. So here we put the braziers, and then to these openings we will insert the platform. Okay, so first the back pieces which will be slided, yeah, and inside those we will insert the pins, and then the front pieces. Yeah, so the glider is divided into two halves, yeah, so you can print it without any supports. Okay, and when you are done with the hangar, you will simply slide it to the two segments, yeah, from above. And we have this. Now we will take a look at the pyramid upper segment, yeah, which is this. And once again, exactly the same approach. So uh, there is really no way for you to screw it up. Yeah, so uh, this piece, this piece, and this one. Yeah, so yeah, and once again it has the marking, so you know how to assemble it. And when it is done, you will simply put it on the existing piece, and it is ready. Now the chamber. chamber is inside. And how the chamber works, it's very easy actually. So we have this chamber, this is one piece. Then we have this piece. I actually divided it because this piece I printed from the gold and the floor I painted to silver. And because I did the inside with silver. Yeah. Then here to those pegs we will insert the sarcophagus. Then to all four holes we will put the braziers. Then here to this big peg the bed. And here to those two pegs table. And that's it. And the entire chamber is simply inserted here. Now the top segment. Yeah, so the top segment is here, and it consists of two pieces of the segment 1, segment 6, and segment 9. Yeah, so once again they go together, yeah, like this. So we have segment 1, we have another segment 1, like this L-shaped. Then we have the segment 6, which is this big segment with the top. And finally we have the segment 9, which has the preparation for the platform. And when we are done with it, we will simply insert it to the rest of the pyramid, and we will have something like this. And now the platform. Platform is here, and platform looks like that. And it is, well, quite simple. So we start with one piece, and basically into that piece we will insert two 20 by 20 pins and add the other side. Now as you can see here we have the keys, so we will insert one piece, once again insert the pins 20 by 20 and the other side, and we have the main platform. So now we will insert the Stargate. It is divided into two halves for the better printing without any supports, yeah, so you can print it horizontally. Here to this pack we will insert the DHD, and here to this hole the ring. Yeah. And of course, as you can see here, we have 6 holes. Those are for the braziers. Yeah. And the platform is done. And when the platform is done, it will simply be slided through this hole, and it will be resting on this support. And we have something like that. Okay, and now basically the pyramid is ready for all the golden pieces. Yeah, you can see that everything has the pegs, and that's for those golden pieces. Once again, you cannot really mismatch them because they only fit where they are supposed to be. Yeah, so you have these pieces, you have these pieces, and yeah, these pieces. Now we go to the middle part. Yeah, we have these side pieces, like that. Then we have the back piece, and here we have the open pieces. Yeah. Then we go here, so we have all these pieces plus these special ones. Okay, and now we can go to other segment, but this one is actually all entirely done from the gold, and these are the balconies. Yeah, and they are basically pieces like this, 3 pieces like this, which are simply slided through those locks. And then one special balcony type, which has yeah, the preparation for the pyramid, for the platform, sorry. And last but not least, the very top of the pyramid, which is here. And the pyramid is done. And as you can see here, we have the peg and the throne room has the corresponding hole, so the two pieces could be put together. Okay. And the last thing which is missing is the tail tack. And the tail tack is very easy actually. It consists of 3 pieces. So we will have one piece, or you know what, rather like this. We will have one piece. Once again with the same lock, we will slide in the second piece, and then the whole pieces will be slided to the front. And that's it. Yeah, sure. Unfortunately here you will have to paint the gold pieces and the black pieces. And it has a hole, and that hole is here in the roof, so you can put it there, and you don't have to have it straight, you can angle it. And that's it. That's how you assemble the entire Stargate diorama. So yeah, this is the model. And that would be all for this part of the video, and in the second part of the video we will take a look at the actual print, take a quite detailed look into all its parts, and yeah, hopefully you will like the result. Okay, so that will be all for now. Thank you very much, and we will see each other in the next video. Have a very nice day, and bye bye.